The archangels are like generals in God's army. They are extremely powerful angels who helped expel Satan from heaven. Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael are the most well-known, but there are 4 more, or even more, who are part of this powerful group. If you're new here, please subscribe and like the video. It really motivates me to continue creating content. If you can help me even more, use the thanks button down below that's shaped like a little heart, and you can donate anything to me with it. You can become a channel member for early access to videos and the channel's Discord. Some time ago, I made a video about the 7 princes of hell, who are the 7 powerful demons that rule over hell, right? So it's only fair that I make their counterpart, which are the 7 archangels. But before I start, just to make one thing clear here, this classification of archangels varies a lot. Actually, the first 4 are pretty much the same, but after that it changes a lot. In this video, I'll focus on the names in the Book of Enoch, but I'll also mention some others at the end. The video will start from the most well-known to the least well-known. As usual, find links in the description to books about mythology, angels, demons, and more on Amazon. If you use this link, you'll be helping the channel. I have a video on this channel focused solely on Miguel, so I'll try not to dwell on him too much here, although that might be challenging. The video will be in the card and description. Well, Miguel has a name that would be a question. He who is like God. Also called Saint Miguel Archangel or Saint Miguel, he is most likely the leader of certain archangels, one of God's most powerful angels. Interestingly, Miguel is the sole individual on this list who is explicitly referred to as an archangel in the Bible. One of the passages that presents him this way is one where he appears disputing the body of Moses with Satan himself. But the archangel Miguel, when he was contending with the devil, he was disputing about the body of Moses, but did not dare to pronounce a judgment of condemnation against him, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." Miguel also became very famous for appearing as the angel who expels Satan from heaven, like in this image you're seeing on the screen. He is also called the Great Prince, who defends the children of his people, which would be a reference to him being the guardian of the Jewish people. He only appears this way in the Hebrew Bible. In this case, Miguel is so powerful that he managed to face 2 other leaders by himself, as it appears in Daniel. And he said, "Do you know why I came to you? Now then I will return to fight against the prince of Persia, and when I go out, behold, the prince of Greece will come. But I will declare to you what is recorded in the scriptures of truth, and there is no one who stands with me against these except Miguel, your prince." It's important to say that this prince is not presented here as a reference to royalty, but rather as a military reference. In this case, the prince would be more or less like a general. Gabriel means something like God is my strength, or strong man of God. He is the archangel who is connected with resurrection, with revelation, with mercy, and even with death. Gabriel stands out among the other angels because he is not just an ordinary messenger, but the one who brings God's messages to the main figures of the Abrahamic religions, such as Moses, Muhammad, and of course Jesus himself. To be honest, announcing the Son of God's birth required someone special. Gabriel also plays a very important role during the apocalypse. At the beginning of Armageddon, Gabriel would blow the trumpet, which would be a sign of the beginning of the end times. And this is something very similar to what happens, for example, in Norse mythology. There, Heimdall, who is like the security guard of Asgard, blows his horn when he sees Loki and his army approaching. But aside from this connection between Gabriel and the apocalypse, he is seen much more as a kind of herald of God who brings his word to humans, as he did in Islam, where he dictated the Quran to Muhammad. Raphael means God heals, and he is also known as Saint Raphael the Archangel. As you may have already noticed, he is the Archangel of healing, but he also represents other things, such as deliverance, protection, marriages, knowledge, and science. One detail about him is that according to the scriptures, as the sole archangel to live among humans, he was sent by God to handle Azazel, according to the book of Enoch, who, by the way, often appears as one of the 7 princes of hell. To learn more, watch the video linked here, in the card and in the description. But in short, Azazel was the leader of the so-called Watchers, which was a group of fallen angels who got involved with women and ended up creating the giants, who are also called Nephilim. Besides all that, Azazel also taught men how to wage wars and make weapons. With that, God sent Raphael to bind Azazel by his hands and feet and cast him into darkness. In the book of Tobit from the Catholic Bible, there's the story of Sarah, whose husbands were killed by a demon named Asmodeus. God then sends Raphael in the form of Azarias to expel the demon. Uriel means flames of God. He is the angel who guards the gates of the Garden of Eden using his flaming sword. So he's almost like a security guard, but from heaven. He can also be classified as an angel of the presence. He can also appear as a seraphim, since seraphim are angels with so much light that they seem to be made of flames. And besides being a seraphim, he can also be a cherubim, since it is the cherubim who appear guarding the gate of the Garden of Eden. Uriel, just like the other archangels who will appear from now on, does not appear in the canonical scriptures, only in the apocryphal texts or in Kabbalistic works. They say it was Uriel who brought the knowledge of heaven to the prophet Ezra, and he is said to have brought alchemy and also Kabbalah to all of humanity. Ramel means mercy of God or thunder of God. According to the book of Enoch, he is part of the fallen angel group known as the Watchers. Despite that, in Jewish and also Islamic traditions, he can indeed be seen as an archangel. Enoch also appears in the apocryphal second book of Baruch, in addition to the book of Enoch. Here he is responsible for wiping out the entire army of Sennacherib, an Assyrian king. But it's good to make it clear here that some other angels also take on this role, such as Michael, Uriel, and even Gabriel. He also appears as one of the angels who takes souls to judgment. Hagel means friend of God. He is the archangel of justice, impartiality, vengeance, harmony, and redemption. According to the book of Enoch, he was sent by God to keep the demons and also the fallen angels under control. He is one of the angels who took Enoch to heaven. Zerachiel may also appear with other names, such as Sariel. His name means command of God. He is another angel who helps to take souls to judgment and also to take Enoch to heaven. He is the angel who presides over the sun, and he is also the prince of the ministers. As I mentioned, the last three archangels I listed can change significantly. I'll list some others here too. Kamel, the archangel of courage and war, represents God's wrath. Jophiel is the beauty of God. She is the only female archangel. She represents wisdom and knowledge. And finally, there are the Adikiel, meaning God is my justice. He represents freedom and benevolence. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate by leaving a like or dislike, subscribe, and comment with a topic for the next video, okay? Thanks.